Looking for the best graphics card to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. ASUS SFF-Ready Prime GeForce RTX 5080 OC. If you're looking for a GPU with excellent, well-rounded performance in synthetic and gaming workloads, check out the RTX 5080. This is a great graphics card with significant performance improvements, as we found in our RTX 5080 FE review and ROG Astral review model review as well. This GPU features a higher core count than its predecessor, but one of the major changes it brought was a new and faster memory type, GDDR7. This memory type has a per-pin maximum speed of 32 GB per second, whereas GDDR6X has 24 GB per second. So, this is a huge difference, meaning the RTX 5080 can handle and process more data efficiently, giving it a much better performance. Besides that, it has a PCIe 5.0 connection, meaning it can use the full bandwidth of the PCIe 5 slot on a motherboard. This also works in its favor, as more bandwidth means fewer chances of a system bottleneck and better performance. The design of this GPU is also great, as it is a 2-slot GPU with 304 by 137 by 48 mm dimensions on the Founders Edition model, which means that it takes up less space on your board compared to the previous generation, and despite its smaller size, it has excellent cooling. In comparison, the ROG Astral has dimensions of 358 by 149 by 76 mm. Number 2. ASUS ROG Strix RTX 4060 OC Edition. If you're looking to get a high-quality graphics card for 1080p gaming, then you can look no further than the RTX 4060. While it may be humbly spec'd out, the weakest of the current ADA lineup still offers exceptional gaming in full HD, especially when compared to its rival, the RX 7600. It's available now for $299, depending on the partner card of choice, as the cheapest way to get your hands on DLSS 3 frame generation for a much-needed frame rate boost. In our testing, we found that the RTX 4060 more than lived up to its promise of providing cash-strapped gamers with average frame rates of 60 frames per second and above in today's demanding titles. This includes games such as Cyberpunk 2077, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Far Cry 6, with certain titles such as Doom Eternal, CS, GO, and Rainbow Six Siege pushing up into the 300+ FPS mark. Simply put, if you're looking for a capable GPU for full HD gaming, this one hits all the right notes. Number 3. MSI GeForce RTX 5090 SUPRIM SoC. The RTX 4090 has been replaced by the RTX 5090 as the most powerful GPU, and if you want the best of the best to run games at 4K with ray tracing, there is no better option. This graphics features a whopping 21,760 CUDA cores based on the new Blackwell architecture and has 32 GB of GDDR7 memory. This means that regardless of the settings you play at, you won't run out of VRAM or experience any sort of performance degradation. It also features a 512-bit memory interface connection, which is the first we've seen. With a 28 gigabits per second memory clock, that results in a bandwidth of 1.79 terabytes per second. It's an exceptionally fast memory to take advantage of. Coupled with the PCIe 5.0 support, you shouldn't run into any bandwidth or performance issues, whether you're gaming, rendering, editing, or using it for other resource-intensive workflows. As we found in the review of the card, the performance was outstanding across the board. Particularly when it comes to 4K, where the VRAM gives it that impressive performance across the board, both gaming and creative workloads. It even manages to keep the temperatures in check. But to achieve that, the MSI SUPRIM SoC is greatly overclocked and built to a massive size, with dimensions of 359 by 150 by 76 mm. It definitely is an inconvenience to build with and heavy. Along with a higher price tag, it really might not be the best pick for everyone. Number 4. ASUS Prime RX 9070 XT OC. AMD took its time to cook up and release its new RDNA 4 graphics cards. Although initially expected at CES at the beginning of 2025, it instead came a bit later with the release of the RX 9070 XT and 9070 in March. In that time, clearly, AMD made some great choices to compete with Nvidia, as RX 9070 XT reviews, including ours, have been praising it all over. Including the pricing strategy, even if it might not seem sensible to have the two models so close to each other. Either way, the GPU brings the Navi 48 chip to the table, offering up RDNA 4 at the top level but not fighting with the flagship 90 series from NVIDIA. Instead, it still offers some of the latest features with some great speeds. Since it brings PCIe Gen 5 connectivity, along with its boost clocks touching 3 GHz speeds, overclocked custom cards easily breach that threshold. Number 5. Sparkle Intel Arc B580 Titan OC. Previously, Intel wasn't on the map regarding GPUs, as AMD and NVIDIA dominated the market. However, with the release of the Intel Arc B580, the landscape changed as this GPU offered better performance than the competition's budget cards, making it the go-to option if you're looking for the maximum value for money. In our Intel Arc B580 review, we put it through its paces, and it delivered excellent performance at 1080p and 1440p and, to our surprise, even managed to push decent frames at 4K. This GPU has 26 cores and 2560 shading units. Comparatively, the RTX 4060 has 3072 CUDA cores, so a direct comparison can't be drawn between them, but the SE2 architecture enabled the 20 cores of the B580 to outperform the 4060's 3072 cores. This GPU was a hit among the community because it offered 12 GB VRAM at a much lower price point. This enabled it to perform well in gaming. To test it, we paired it with the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D and ran a couple of games, comparing it against the RTX 4060, which we've also reviewed.